From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. The Senate has passed the Liberal government's controversial Major Projects Bill. Bill C-5 gives the federal government the power to fast-track projects to boost the national economy. It's received heavy opposition over its speed through Parliament, as well as the sweeping new powers it gives the government. Prime Minister Mark Carney has said the bill is needed to fast-track nation-building projects in the face of a U.S. trade war and economic crisis. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement says a 49-year-old Canadian has died while in its custody in Miami.
A detainee death notification from the agency commonly known as ICE says that 49-year-old Johnny Noviello was pronounced dead by the Miami Fire Department at 1:36 p.m. on Monday. The agency says he was found unresponsive at a federal detention center where he was being held pending deportation proceedings after his May 15th arrest. ICE reports that Noviello was arrested at a Florida probation office and charged with removal for violating U.S. drug laws. He'd previously been convicted of racketeering and trafficking opioids in October 2023. Noviello became a legal permanent resident of the U.S. in October 1991. ICE says the Canadian consulate has been informed of the death. David Baxter, The Canadian Press, Ottawa.
Canada is not ruling out a new defense co-production deal with Ukraine for military equipment. Defense Minister David McGuinty says the idea is under active consideration, with the government looking at Denmark and France as potential models. Residents of a northern Saskatchewan community decimated by wildfire are angry with the province. They believe crews were ill-prepared to fight the blaze. Denair Beach resident Cindy Ouellette says they feel failed.
No matter what we did, it wasn't enough. It didn't work. It wasn't enough. It wasn't big enough. It wasn't fast enough to get the help we needed.
The head of the Saskatchewan Public Safety Agency told a recent town hall meeting he deployed crews as quickly as he could when he became aware of the fire's increasing threat. The sexual assault civil trial of Just for Laughs founder Gilbert Rozon has been paused after insults and threats. Actress Dany Frenette shouted in the courtroom Rozon is a liar after he denied her allegations and those of her stepdaughter during his testimony today. Her husband allegedly grabbed Rozon by the throat and threatened him after he left the courtroom. Tom Green's Canadian comeback continues with plans to host Canada's biggest country music award show.
Going back to Canada, living my American dream.
Green put out a country album this year titled Home to the Country. Now he'll host the CCMA Awards. Green says country music was a big part of his life growing up, and he looks forward to bringing a few surprises to the gala. September 13th in Kelowna, BC. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Toronto Maple Leafs general manager Brad Treliving expects star forward Mitch Marner to hit the open market when his contract expires Tuesday. Marner would be a top prize in free agency, but has taken the brunt of Toronto fan frustration at the team's repeated playoff disappointments. The New York Islanders are expected to pick Canadian Matthew Schaefer with the top pick when the NHL draft opens tomorrow. The 17-year-old defenseman from Hamilton, Ontario, says his mother will be on his mind. She died of cancer last year.
I wish she could be there. I know she's with me in spirit. I know my dad and brother will probably have some tears. I think I'm going to have some tears. We'll see, though. I mean, I guess time will tell.
Schaefer has not played since breaking his collarbone in December while playing for Canada at the World Junior Hockey Championship in Ottawa. In baseball action, star Toronto slugger Vladimir Guerrero Jr. sustained a forearm contusion after being hit by a pitch this afternoon in Cleveland. The Blue Jays beat the Guardians 6-0. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.